Hello and hi, there is a rabid cat in here, so she's going to be doing the rounds. I'm here to talk to you about my November TBR because it is the 1st of November and that's how things work. 2 of these books are for a video project and I will let you see if you can work out what the video project is and which books they are because it's quite obvious once you get it. She's hunting flies. Mate, are you okay? So if you hear funky noises, that's what's going on in the background. We're going to start off with Jingo by Terry Pratchett. This is the next book I have to read in the Night Watch series. We are following Commander Vimes yet again, and apparently Discworld is going to war with armies of sardines, warriors, fishermen, squid, and at least one very camp follower. I could get down with that. I'm hoping there's pirate vibes. There's definitely pirate vibes to the cover. I never hear a lot about Jingo. It's not one of the ones that, whose title gets tossed around quite a lot. But I'm excited because The Night Watch are my favourite books to read of the Discworld series, and I will be sad when I run out of them. So this is first on my list. Then I am finally going to get to Stormfront by Jim Butcher. I am really on my fantasy mystery kick at the moment, and I think this is going to be right up my street. The only thing I'm worried about this is that, this was published in 2000 originally, so I don't know how problematic some of the content is going to be. There's obviously, I'm going to give some leeway for it because it's going to be a product of its time, most likely, but I'm also excited. I know a lot of people love this series, and I know it's a very long series, so I hope it's consistently good. I would like it to fill the hole that the Anita Blake Vampire Hunter series has left behind, because that turned into erotica, and I don't want this to turn into erotica because I don't particularly want to read erotica right now. I want weird fantasy mysteries with Saki protagonists. And I think this is what it's going to give me. For anyone that doesn't know anything about the Dresden Files, kind of me included, meet Harry Dresden, Chicago's first and only wizard PI. Turns out the everyday world is full of strange and magical things, and most of them don't play well with humans. That's where Harry comes in. Harry is the best at what he does, and not just because he's the only one who does it. So whenever the Chicago PD has a case that transcends mortal capabilities, they look to him for answers. But business isn't just slow, it stinks. So when the police bring him in to consult on a grisly double murder committed with black magic, Harry's seeing dollar signs. But where there's black magic, there's a black mage behind it, and now that mage knows Harry's name. And that's when things start to get interesting. Magic. It can get a guy killed. It sounds like a bit of a boys' book, but I enjoy those sometimes. So I'm hesitantly excited about this. Then we have, following the mystery series, Everyone on This Train is a Suspect. This is the second in, I don't know what it's called, the Benjamin Stevens series. The first one is Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone. It's a very meta, Saki, funny, mystery situation. The first one was a locked room mystery. This is also kind of the same vibes because I think all of it happens on a train. The back says 6 writers, 5 detectives, 4 days, 3 weapons, 2 murders, 1 train. How can you find a killer when all the suspects know how to get away with murder? That sounds bang on. I'm excited. I just want a fun rompy mystery, and I hope this is going to give it to me. I have just picked up his Christmas book as well, so I can put that on my December TBR. Spoiler. Next on my list is The Shetland Witch by Kate MacDonald, who is my mother, which is why I'm reading it. Also, because it's Shetland witches with knitting and Greek fates, ding 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 buzzwords. Isabel is a retired professor of botany and one of the 3 remaining Shetland witches. Maggie is an artist, impetuous and brave, and is getting too casual about shape-changing in public. Avril is an overworked wildlife warden who can't concentrate on her witch work because her elderly mother is becoming more than worrying. Hazel is an archaeologist working in Unst on the most northerly Shetland coast. She used to do magic a very long time ago, but she thought she had forgotten how. Then Atropos arrives, flung through time and space to lead Zeus to the shears that she sent into hiding from him in another time and place. She has to find the shears first. How will the witches protect the islands from a fate and a vengeful Zeus? How will Hazel cope with Tornost, a malignant trowel with a penchant for 18th century manners and a thirst for gold and blood? The Shetland Witch is a novel about Shetland magic, sisterhood, and learning to be human. And I'm not being funny. I know my mum wrote it, but I wasn't expecting it to be quite so up my alley. Those are just all the buzzwords that I enjoy, and I never realised we had that similar of a reading/writing taste. So I'm excited. If you want to grab this, it's on Amazon. It's published under her own imprint, Peachfield Press. And if you've heard me talk about my mum before, it's because she runs the indie publishing company Handheld Press, republishes forgotten stories, usually by women. And if you're in the Halloween mood, she's got lots and lots of like weird fiction, weird anthologies by many people you will have heard of. They're well worth checking out. Handheld Press will be closing down next year. They've published their last book and they will be winding up the business fairly soon. So grab books while you can. Grab this if you can. The hardback from Amazon's really nice. Like, I shelled out because it's mum. I don't normally shell out on hardbacks, but it's like there's no dust jacket. It's just, it's fancy. Very nice. My last book is an ebook. It is Vanished by Nicole McKeon. This is The Dresden Files meets The Parasol Protectorate. It is gaslamp fantasy mystery, and it also just sounds straight up my alley. It sounds a little bit like Phryne Fisher meets Gaslamp, and the blurb reads: eccentric social outcast Lady Guinevere St. James knows many secret things, magic, alchemy, artifice, and even the truth about long-forgotten fairies. But she does not know why common criminals are using rare and dangerous magic to kidnap orphans from the streets of New London. After rescuing one young girl, Gwen vows to save the rest, no matter the cost. But the handsome Scotland Yard inspector is also investigating the case, and he thinks Gwen knows far too much about the kidnappings to be innocent. To save the children, Gwen must dodge the inspector, bully a coven of witches, and outsmart her marriage-minded mama, all while managing a wily young pickpocket and a headstrong raven. But an unexpected secret hides at the centre of the mystery, one that will force her to confront the most painful event from her past and possibly sacrifice her future. Again, all up my alley, all the buzzwords I want to hear about fantasy mystery. In fact, these might all be fantasy mysteries. And I hope that means I'm in for a 5-star reading month. But I will let you know in my wrap-up for November. Let me know if you've read any of these. Let me know if you've added any to your TBR now that I've brought them to your attention. I hope you're having a good day. And I will see you in the next video.